Pascal, comment ça va? Tu vas bien? Le souffle épais du magic rayon, les yeux serrés vont de moi, les angles se troublent at 7 weeks, et plus rien ne m'empêche de voler. Garrett. Pascal, tu comprends les paroles? J'essaie de manière. Tout blanche et gracile, doucement lui par éclat, me guide au confort des ténèbres, pour que le peu ne me noie pas. Enveloppé au cœur de mon cyclone, je repousse le monde plus tard. Enveloppé au cœur de mon cyclone, je repousse le monde, j'en ai marre. Le suite est suspendu en mes lèvres, le compteur bon sans objet. Je dose le sonde qui s'allonge, sous au bout de mes doigts. Enveloppé au cœur de mon cyclone, je repousse le monde plus tard. Enveloppé au cœur de mon cyclone, je repousse le monde, j'en ai marre. Ma vie consommée en 3 minutes, à la limite de faire ton regret. Ma vie concentrée dans l'eau qui brille, j'aspire l'ultime gourmet. Enveloppé au cœur de mon cyclone, je repousse le monde plus tard. Enveloppé au cœur de mon cyclone, je repousse le monde, j'en ai marre. Enveloppé au cœur de mon cyclone, je repousse le monde plus tard. Enveloppé au cœur de mon cyclone, je repousse le monde, j'en ai marre, j'en ai marre, j'en ai marre, j'en ai marre. Voilà, voilà quoi, Cyclone. Pascal, t'es toujours là? Hein? Garrett, thanks for joining. Did you get my notification? Pascal, je suis en train de faire une petite liste de notifications. Merci. And in fact, my woman wrote the lyrics to that. That was Cyclone, et les paroles étaient écrites par ma meilleure amie. Et voilà quoi, j'ai écrit la chanson et la mélodie et tout ça. Et on a une jolie chanson qu'on avait créée ensemble. Pascal, t'es toujours là? Garrett, what's going on today? What's going on in Seatown? They're saying we're going to have another canicule, not to be confused with a carbuncle or a callus, nor a canker sore, nor monkeypox for that matter. That means another heat wave. That's what they're saying. But today was, we had a nice respite. I was telling my woman that I was tempted to get a thermometer to put in here to see actually what the temperature inside of L'Atelier is. Working and listening. What are you working on? Garrett is working. It's raining. In Seattle? You don't say. What are you working on, Garrett? Working on another painting? Another print? I wanted to ask you, where do you like the Gisle? How do we say this? Gikli? Giesel? Geisel? What is the Phoenician of those? What's the quality? What is Gisle? I've seen it on prints and so forth, like a prototype an app. You're prototyping an app. Dude, are you programming it? I didn't know you had that skill stack. I thought maybe you had are you doing it in HTML? Pascal, t'es toujours là? Tu es déjà parti? XD, okay. So they have sort of a drag and drop app. What's the pitch? Can you tell us the pitch, or is it top secret? Is it a dog bomb app? Dog bomb locator? Homeless encampment locator app? Like a food drop assistant? Or maybe, okay, cool. So this is a top secret project, an application, a phone app that Garrett's working on, and we aren't privy to the information just yet. But I'll invest on the initial. So what's going on over here? Well, today so I'm going to call this done. So this is all prepped up, and the hard part about this was getting these lines crisp in here. And as you can see, it's a little bit dodgy right there. It's not super crisp. But the idea being that, or I believe that when I put the line work on here, it's going to compensate for that. It's not going to be such a big a deal. But I did put the last two layers on here using the moist method, as I like to call it, which is instead of letting the paper dry completely and then sanding it down. It's arduous, man. A lot of elbow grease invested in this. What I do is I put it on, and when it's still moist, I kind of peel it off, I kind of go like that with my fingers, and even a warm wet sponge, a hot wet sponge, the scrubber side, and man, it does a lot of work. It takes the whole layer of, especially for the blueprint part, or the diazotype as I like to say, it just takes almost all the paper off and just leaves the print. It's excellent. So anyway, and then on here, so today I don't have much to show because I made two more of these, which is homemade carbon paper. So what I do is I use image editing software, and what I do is I take the source photo and I trace it. Now this is technically cheating, but I need to expedite the process to make it cost effective. Oh, thanks, sir. Garrett enjoys the process on here. But see, this is how it's going to look. I don't know if you can, I don't know if you're going to be able to see through here, but so this is going to go on like that, you see? And then I have these details like the windows and so forth that are I'm going to put those in with ink. The sky is going to be white. It's going to be white ink, opaque, hopefully, and try to get it. Garrett says there's no cheating in art. And there's no stealing either, as Picasso famously said. And so what I did was I made two more of these for two other canvases, including this one, which I'm nearly finished sanding. See, this is just arduous. This is 50 by 50 centimeters. And it just takes too long. The moist method, I could do this all in one day instead of weeks or however long it takes. Make things a lot more cost effective. And so I'm making some more of these homemade carbon paper. And so you can see here with the black lines, I just put some of this graphite on here, graphite stick. And I love this bad boy. I don't know why, it makes me so happy. And you put that on the back, and then you've got your old school carbon paper. You just take a pencil and you trace the lines, and it will transfer the graphite onto the surface of the canvas, wherever I placed it, onto here, and then I'll have a guide for the inking process. Voila quoi. So Garrett, do you want to hear the manual of the Warrior of the Light or Zen guitar? Got a couple minutes left. Which do you prefer? Which should I do? I don't know what wet sanding blocks are. Okay. The Zen guitar, okay. What page? Something between like 13 and 177. Give me a number in that zone, in that range there. I think, actually, the dojo is a long chapter, so we're going to have to start with, let's say, 23 or something like that. 69, of course, okay. So Garrett is a clever and humorous young man. But what is a wet sanding block? Wet sanding block. Like, what's the point? Wet sanding block. Is the block itself wet, or is the surface wet? Is it like if you're making a cedar canoe or something? Can you put salmon? Okay, thanks, sir. So Garrett's gonna. So we're sort of being collaborative right now. Collaboration. You can't compute or calculate the chemistry that arises when you put together a band. No one knows until you start working together. Jimmy Page of the Led Zeppelin. Each of us walks our own path in this dojo, but we often find the way of Zen guitar through collaboration. Those who study here must learn how to play together with others, to participate in a group effort, to lean on someone and be leaned on, to subjugate one's ego for the good of the group. These lessons apply to every social relationship. As a jazz player once said, all true musicians can get along. It's people who can't get along. So the musicians can get along, but people can't get along. Always endeavor to find the way of harmony, and you'll stay on the path of Zen guitar. Through collaborating with others, we learn to align our Hyoshi, our natural rhythm, with the Hyoshi of those around us. Therein, we establish a groove, the Hyoshi groove. I gotta write that down. When you start to work with someone, keep 3 things in mind: company, vision, and chemistry. Okay, so we'll continue with that tomorrow, as we only have 23 seconds. So thanks, Garrett, for everything, and I'm looking forward to hearing about your app and wet sanding blocks. But I really have to go now, so. Okay, yes, lovely to see you too as well, Garrett. And I bid you all adieu.